Hey, VC Jeff here. So in my last video that I posted the other yesterday or whenever, I had mentioned there was one other thing that came in. I didn't want to cover it then because that other video was getting too long, and this is kind of a different topic I wanted to show. And so I'm going to go ahead and film it, but I'm not sure exactly when I'll get around to editing it and putting it up. But got the new reissue of Transatlantic. Now this is Whirlwind. And this is autographed by Neil Morse. Now, this is the third reissue, vinyl reissue of Transatlantic. They've reissued the first two albums, and now this one. So that means there's really only one more that needs to come out, reissue on vinyl. I got the black ones. There's a double disc set. It comes with the CD. Now, if you're not familiar with Transatlantic, prog rock. These guys highly influenced by all the classics, early Genesis, Yes, Kansas. All the harmonies, all the musicianship. At the time they were put together, it would have been a super group. You had the singer, keyboard player from Spock's Beard. You had the then drummer from Dream Theater. You had the guitar player and singer from the Flower Kings, and you had the bass player from the Marillion. So these four guys got together. They put out an album. Now this is their like 2009. They did a 2000, 2001. They kind of broke up, and in 2009 they came back with this. It was just reissued on vinyl, and it came in a couple days ago. Now, the thing that's tricky about this is putting it on vinyl. Anybody know why it's going to be different on vinyl than on CD? You in the back? Do you know why? I think probably anybody that knows about the band probably knows why. This album, Whirlwind, is one song that lasts like 74, 5, 6, 7 minutes. Full CD, one song. Different movements, but the transitions are connected. The transition just goes from song to song. It's one continuous song. Obviously, putting it on vinyl, it's a little different listen. Song will be building up, doing something, all of a sudden it cuts off, and then you got to flip the album, and then it picks back up. They cut it at places that seem like it would make sense, but anyway, a little different listen when you do that. Whereas because it's all one continuous song. As I mentioned, like back then, I think this was 2000. This was their first album, and this one was reissued just a couple months ago. Again, first handful of orders were signed by Neil Morse. They all come with the CD. They were all double. That was black. These were colored, and it's double disc. They come with the really nice package, booklet, pictures, all that stuff. So I wanted to go ahead and show that. That was the first one. Shortly followed by the second one, and I've shown these before because I've had these for a couple months. So now we're looking for a Kaleidoscope would be the last one for vinyl reissue. Aside from the fact that they put out a live album, but pretty much in between every album, so they've got I've got at least 5 different live albums. You can see this is all Transatlantic here, and there's so many live albums, there's DVDs, live albums, and all this. So they are very proficient in putting out stuff. But so they reissued the first two a couple months ago. I think those came at the same time, and then this is a new one. So I'm figuring soon Kaleidoscope will come. And then this one I showed, I got the box set up there, but the albums, this just came out. Was it early this year or the very end of last year? The Absolute Universe. Now this is the brand new album. So this is when it came out, but this was the one that came out in 2 different versions. I bought the box set where they had both versions. So you had some people in the band that thought, yeah, let's put out a double album, and you had some in the band that thought, we've done so many double albums, let's do a single album. And so they went back to their respective countries with the tracks, and you got one group of guys that continued mixing a 2-disc set, a 2-record set, and then you got another person who started retweaking and releasing a 1-disc edited album. But they took it a step further than that. They actually changed parts, did some re-records of parts, redid some of the lyrics, and made so while you got the same feel on the edited version of songs that did appear on the extended, oftentimes they're different tracks, different lyrics, maybe some different guitar work, guitar solo, drum work, whatever. They're different. Maybe the foundations of the drums were mostly all there, but anyway, there were things that were different. Sort of the same, but quite different. So you really ended up with 2 different experiences, 2 different albums, a single disc edition that had songs that were on the double disc edition that were different. So this is the extended version. So on vinyl, they put out the extended version as one. This is a double gatefold double, 1, 2, 3 discs. So a triple vinyl extended edition, 2 CDs, triple vinyl. The Forevermore extended version, and then you have the Breath of Life abridged version. And these all came in a box set with CDs, DVD, 5.1 surround sound that had the whole thing put together in one giant story. Booklets, pictures, things along that line. So it was a whole package deal. So yeah, that's it. So we're missing one transatlantic album, Kaleidoscope, to be reissued on vinyl, and then all of them have done. Some of them were reissued a while back, but very hard to find now. So I'm waiting for that, and that'll be pretty much the complete thing, aside from the numerous live albums they got. It'd be nice if they put those out, but those can be pretty lengthy too. I think most of those would end up being like 4 discs because they play a lot when they're live. Anyway, I want to just show that if you're not in, if you're into Prog and you haven't heard Transatlantic, check them out. They've got tons of videos online. Just check them out. They're prog rock, like I said, you got a guy from Dream Theater, Spock's Beard. If you're familiar with any of those bands, they're going to sound like that. And so, very, if musicians, you're going to really like it. If you're a musician, you're going to get the intricate parts of prog. But, great harmonies, things along that line. They all really perform well. Check out Transatlantic. Grab the new album, the new reissue of, Whirlwind. If you didn't know it was out, it's out now and it has shipped. That's it for this one, though. Thanks a lot for joining me again. I'll be back. Rock on and rock hard.